Good morning. Hello from brick ass Brooklyn. It is cold out here. That's why I'm wearing this thermal. Sexy. I know. And I have my cup of tea. And I'm looking outside and it's 10 degrees out there, but I won't complain too much because there are gentlemen outside who are working right now in the cold. I don't have to work in the cold. I don't have anywhere I need to be today, so I don't have to brave public transportation. And I have a roof over my head. So I'm not out here in these streets looking for a place to stay warm. So all reasons to be grateful in spite of the super cold weather. Welcome and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. I hope you guys and girls were able to ring in the new year the way that you had hoped. And I also hope that your first week was still full of the zen and the positive energy and the intentions that you set for yourself. It was for me. In fact, I got a little bit extra. I had an aha moment. I realized something about myself. Well, I didn't realize it. I always knew it, but a friend of mine brought it to my attention, and even though I initially looked at him like, I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, I'm still grateful that he brought it up, and I'm reading a book that touched on that same issue, and I just thought, okay, this is a thing about me that I recognize. I don't like it, and I want to change it. So my confession is that I don't finish a lot of the things that I start. I'm so sorry. And I've always been able to kind of downplay it and say, it's okay. You work hard. Your schedule's really intense. There's a lot of things on your plate. Don't beat yourself up. You're only human. And so I've been able to downplay the fact that I not rarely, but I don't finish a lot of the things that I start. But I can't use that as an excuse because guess what? Human beings are capable of finishing what they start. Imagine if the contractor never finished the building across the street, or the engineer never finished this phone, or the painter never finished that painting. I am a human being, so I can't do everything, but I am a human being, which means I can do some things, and I can do some things really well. And I need to develop that stick-to-itiveness muscle, that grit muscle that allows me to start, execute, and produce a finished product. I cannot walk through this life saying, well, I tried, at least I tried, No, sometimes you actually have to produce, and just trying is not enough. And so for me, I need to look at my plate and see what's going on that doesn't allow me to finish. And quite honestly, there are some things that are on my plate that are only on my plate because they look good. That's another confession. There are also things on my plate that I'm doing because people ask me, and there are things that I'm doing on my plate because I've always done it, and I need to take an honest accounting and figure out, do I still need to do it? Is it serving any purpose? Why am I doing it? So my first step to developing my stick-to-itiveness muscle and actually seeing things through is to rearrange the things that are on my plate. And I'm feeling really inspired to do this because the book that I mentioned, and I'll put the details later, said that let me make sure I get this right. If you constantly develop the habit of not finishing your projects, you're telling your subconscious that it's okay for your desires not to be completed. You are telling God, you are telling the universe that even though you say you want this thing to happen in your life, your actions are portraying the opposite. You don't finish these other projects, you don't see anything else through, and so the desires that you really want, they don't need to be completed as well. They don't need to come to fruition either. And I thought, oh my gosh, is that what I'm doing? Am I telling the universe that I don't want my deepest desires to come to fruition? Is the universe looking at me and saying, that girl never finishes anything, so we don't need to complete her desires? And if that's the case, I don't want that. I don't want that to be my narrative. I don't want that to be my story. And so I'm setting the intention to clear my plate and start to pick one or two projects surround it with a time frame, a deadline, and finish those things. And I'm not even asking for perfection. I'm just saying I want to feel like, wow, I finished that thing. That's it. I want to finish that thing. And I think that when I'm able to do that, I'm in a better position to produce something that's dope, as opposed to something that I start and stop, and half-ass through the process. So I'm confessing this to you and sharing this with you all, because I'm sure there are some of you who also start and stop, and letting you know you're not alone, and we can get off this boat together and actually start to produce finished products that we're proud of. So if there's anything you're working on, or anything you started working on and you're still sticking to it, and you want to share how you've been able to stick to it, please share it with us. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining in. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.